Good afternoon, and welcome to an event that many of you have anticipated for years, the University of Wisconsin-Platteville Commencement Ceremony. I am Dr. Mitty Nimitz-Denherter, the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, and on behalf of those seated on stage, the faculty and staff seated in front here, and on behalf of the entire university, I welcome you to today's ceremony. Would you please stand, remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem, led today by Amanda Zazeta.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light, so proudly we hear, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we went, so gallantly streaming, and the rockets with God, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that of men was still there. Oh, sing and let's all sing, hallelujah, for the land of the
You may be seated. This afternoon, we honored graduates in the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science, as well as our graduate students. Earlier today, we honored graduates from the College of Business, Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture, and from the College of Liberal Arts and Education. In all, we will be awarding 901 undergraduate degrees and 74 graduate degrees in the three ceremonies today. This is the 192nd commencement ceremony in UW-Platteville's history, and during that time, we have seen more than 54,000 graduates walk across this stage. Graduates, when it is your turn to cross the stage, you will join in this special bond of those who call themselves Pioneer alumni. Congratulations to all of our candidates here today. A little bit about today's ceremony. We will hear words of encouragement and congratulations from our student speaker, from our commencement speaker, and finally from our chancellor. We will also recognize some special people, and then will be the presentation of the candidates for graduation. Each commencement, a student speaker is chosen to represent the graduating seniors. This year's speaker is a great representative of your class. She completed her mathematics and pre-veterinary major, finishing with a 3.66 grade point average. She has been active on campus with several employment opportunities and leadership positions. She works for UW-Platteville as a resident assistant in Roundtree Commons, as well as a science, technology, engineering, and mathematics scholar mentor. Previously, she has worked as a tutor for the UW-Platteville Math Learning Center, as well as a counselor for UW-Platteville's Sky's the Limit program for the previous 4 springs. She is a member of many honors societies. She sang in the UW-Platteville Chamber Choir, University Singers, and performed on stage with the Pioneer Players. So please help me welcome Emily Perlmeyer.
Hey guys, how's it doing? Everyone doing good? Well, that's good. Can you believe that it's actually graduation day? Look at how fast the time went by. Finally, all that hard work we put in over the years comes down to this one day. But how did we get to this point? I want you guys to take a moment and think back to your first day of college. Okay, so really think back to your first day of college, guys. Were you nervous? Were you excited? Did you have your first day of school outfit all planned out and snapped a picture to send to mom and dad? Yeah, I did. My parents wanted me to, so yeah, it kind of happened. Did you have your goals figured out? What was your major? Did you have that life plan all figured out too? For me, I was excited and happy because not only did I have my major, but I had my life plan. Or so I thought. I decided to major in mathematics with the goal of becoming a math professor. I hit the ground running and I really got into my math classes. However, my junior year, my passion for math was surpassed by another passion of mine, caring for animals. Since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a veterinarian. When I reached high school, my plans changed to wanting to teach math. Now, my junior year here at UW-Platteville, I changed my plan and went back to my original goal and dream of being a veterinarian. I had to make a new plan and play catch up to get the classes that were required for admission into a veterinary medicine program in less than a year. But thankfully, I was able to get all of my classes in order and gain experience at veterinary clinics so that I was able to apply to vet schools this past fall. When I submitted my application, I had no idea what to expect. I knew that I did the best I could to play catch up, having decided so late in my college career to change my plan. But honestly, I didn't know if that was going to be enough. I'm excited to stand before you today and say that all of my hard work, dedication, and perseverance paid off, and that I will be attending UW-Madison's College of Veterinary Medicine this fall while still graduating from Platteville in just 4 years. But now that I told you that, you guys are probably sitting there thinking, what does my story have to do with any of you guys? Well, my story taught me a lesson that I want to share with all of you, and that is that you never know where life might take you. Okay, you're sitting there going, yeah, I've heard that a million times. But this saying is really true. Even though you may think you have things planned out like I did, the plan can always change. Life is a journey we've been on for a while, but today, it's not the end of that journey. Sure, we reached the milestone of successfully graduating with a higher education, and each and every one of us should be extremely proud of that. But that's just a milestone. What are you going to do now? Are you going to graduate school? Are you starting your dream job? Whatever path you are starting down, you can always look back to this day and all of the determination and commitment that it took to get here. Let that determination and commitment inspire you down your next path. Look back at your accomplishments, both the big ones and the small ones, and let them motivate you to keep accomplishing whatever you set your mind to. Maybe you're sitting out there thinking that you didn't have the best work ethic or weren't driven enough to succeed. This too is something that you can look back at. Let this motivate you to embrace challenges and rise above obstacles that come up in your new path. It is going to be different and possibly challenging to continue on your journey from here, and you might not know exactly what to expect or plan for. And I hate to tell you, but you might not like that very much. William Buckley Jr. once said, "If all difficulties were known at the outset of a long journey, most of us would never start out at all." Don't be afraid to take the first step of starting a new adventure. Be confident that the path you have been traveling on thus far, with all of its ups and downs and twists and turns, obstacles and surprises, has prepared you for what lies ahead. Now is the time to reach for the stars, guys. Go big or go home. If you don't like the path you're on, have the courage to blaze a new trail. Think about it. If you're not quite sure where you're supposed to be heading, then really any path is going to get you there. I know that this can be scary, but sometimes you gotta take a risk. Weigh out your options, your best case scenario and your worst case scenario. If you can live with that worst case scenario, then blaze down that trail. It could open the door to something better than you ever imagined. Like the old saying goes, don't let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. Just because you started out on one path does not mean that you guys need to stay there. You have the power to do what you want to do. Make the decision that is right for you. Don't let anyone or anything stop you. explore new roads. If you don't like the career that you chose, go find what you do like. Yeah, this might mean that you need to move or go back to school, but if that's what it takes to go after your dreams, then why not go for it? The good news is that you don't have to do this journey by yourself. You have your family, friends, peers, professors, and advisors to go along with you. They wouldn't all be sitting here today if they didn't care about you and want to be there for you each step of the way. In fact, they've already been here for us this whole journey. Think about that time that you made that late night phone call home, or made endless visits to office hours, or you simply got a package from a friend. Isn't it amazing how we have those people in our lives that know exactly what to do to make us feel better? Hold on to these people, no matter where you go in life. But remember two little words. The words, thank you. Take time to thank the people that have helped you along the way. Let them know how much you appreciate them and what they mean to you. I'd like to take a quick moment to thank some special people that I have here today that have helped me thus far. I would like to thank Sue and Connie, because you guys are always there for me, and you push me and inspire me to do everything that I can. And you guys really are. I didn't think I'd cry. This is a little embarrassing. Woo-wee. Okay. No, you're like a mom to me, and Sue too. And I love you guys both. So, thanks. I'd also like to thank Tammy. I know she's over there. And Tammy, oh my God, it's okay. Ooh. Thank you for everything and for really supporting me, especially as I made the decision to go to vet school. And I really appreciate it all. And I gotta thank all my math professors out there, because you guys seriously rock, because you never kicked me out of Gardner or your offices, seeing as I practically lived there doing my homework. I really have to thank my advisor, Dr. Wills, because you support me and are behind me with my career decisions, even if they don't include math. And thank you all for coming to my theater and musical productions and having my back on campus 110%. Yes, even though I'm going to be a vet, I will still always love math, and I will love your guys' math jokes. I know there's a bunch of other people out there that I didn't thank, and if I did that, we would be here forever, and nobody wants that. But there is one group that I can never forget to thank, and that's my family. You guys mean the absolute world to me. You guys are there for those late night phone calls where I'm crying and venting, but then you guys scream and celebrate and cheer with me, like when I got into vet school. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. You guys inspire me to go down my paths, and you guys rock. And Katie and Travis, that's my brother-in-law and sister, in case you didn't know. You guys totally give me the brain break that I need, because I'm here studying, and you remind me that we gotta have fun. So please keep that in mind as I'm in vet school, because I'm going to need more weekends up north. And Mom and Dad, you guys are totally awesome. I'm so blessed by God to have parents as good as you. And you guys, oh my God, you come to my ceremonies and banquets and shows and concerts, and you randomly drive out to Platteville when I need you, even if it just means going to Dairy Queen for a chocolate chip cone. Really appreciate that. Thank you, guys, for all you do. I love you all so much, and your baby Bubba would be lost without you guys. So I'm sure while I was standing up here thanking people and bawling like a baby, that all you guys out there were thinking about those people that mean so much to you. Don't hesitate to thank them. Let them know today how much they mean. Graduation is a mile marker on our life journey. This is a day to celebrate and take the time to be proud of all your accomplishments, guys. Tomorrow, you can set your sight on new dreams. Everything in your life has prepared you for this moment and your future. Go get it, guys. Congratulations, class of 2014. We did it!
Thank you, Emily. Some of you may be wondering what the different colored stoles and cords are around many of our graduates. Our international students wear white flag stoles featuring the United States flag and the flag of their home country. UW-Platteville students who have studied abroad wear stoles featuring the flag of the country where they have studied. Clubs, organizations, and honor societies have bestowed different color stoles and pins on their graduates, representing all their extracurricular learning that went along with their classroom experiences. I'd like at this time to call special attention to those wearing gold honor cords. The undergraduate students graduating with academic honors also are designated with asterisks in the commencement program. Will those individuals who have achieved honors and are graduating magna cum laude please rise? These students have earned a cumulative grade point average between 3.5 and 3.74. Congratulations to our magna cum laude graduates. You may be seated. Now, will those students earning the highest honors and are graduating summa cum laude please stand? These students have earned cumulative grade point averages between 3.75 and a perfect 4.0. Please join me in congratulating the summa cum laude graduates. And you may be seated. Our featured speaker is no stranger to the UW-Platteville campus, as she earned her degree here in 1982 in mechanical engineering. She currently works as a staff quality project engineer for Kohler Company, leading warranty reduction projects. She worked for 7 years and then attended the University of the Nations in Kona, Hawaii, with outreach in the Davao region of the Philippines as part of a YWAM Call to All Disciple Training School. She then received her CNA certification from Pella Regional Health Center and is currently working on her master's in business administration from the University of Warwick in Coventry, United Kingdom. She led and was a founding member of the Young Professionals of Pella organization, has mentored high school students for more than 8 years, and has served on the UW-Platteville EMS Alumni Board as treasurer for 3 years. And Rael, I'm thinking you did not graduate in 1982. I know you're precocious, but graduating at the age of 2 would not have, what year did you actually graduate in? December 2003. Okay. So please help me welcome Rael Miller.
Thank you, Mitty, for taking my nerves away. Well, welcome, graduates, and welcome to everyone here who believes in them. Being a part of this ceremony is extra special for me. You see, in 2004, just after graduating from UWP, go Pioneers, I moved to a state with the most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen, Iowa. And while I was there, my childhood dream of being a teacher came true in ways I didn't expect. I met a group of 6th grade girls that I had the honor to mentor and met with weekly for 7 years. So for all you mathies out there, I know you're here, that would convert to about 728 hours of time spent with them. That was 4 years ago. So this very day and this very month, 6 of them are walking across a stage just like this. So it is an honor to be here with all of you and to celebrate the class of 2014. So, you may recognize this term, I'm wondering, Sherpa. Anybody heard of that lately? Okay. From the recent news stories or maybe from The Simpsons. My first learning of the term came a few years ago. There was a famous American climber who had recently made the trip to the top of Mount Everest, just outside, or in Nepal. And he was invited to a national news show to be praised for the feat. Next to him was a Sherpa. A Sherpa is a Nepal guide that takes people up to the top of Mount Everest. And as the American climber shared about the grueling experience, the Sherpa listened in, but did not comment about the numerous trips that he had made to the top. The newscaster suddenly shifted focus to the Sherpa and asked the man why he would guide climbers up to the top of this mountain if not to get praise. The Sherpa's response was not significant. It did not fulfill what the newscaster wanted him to say. So the newscaster again asked the Sherpa, why would you take so much time and really your life in someone else's hands if not to get the praise? 2 or 3 more rounds of prodding, the Sherpa finally gave a sufficient response. And his answer, when you've been to the top of the mountain, you will do anything to help others get there. So do you recognize the Sherpas in your life? I'm blessed to have many of mine here today. I think I learned this lesson in a big way my freshman year here at UWP. On a sun-filled March 10th morning, after the last big storm of the winter, I found myself in a hospital bed with a broken leg after I slipped on the ice. The next few weeks were filled with one of the biggest choices I've ever made. Do I lose half a semester of schoolwork? You guys know how much that is, right? And be behind my classmates and my friends in my major and just stay home and heal? Or do I go back to school 3 hours from my parents' house with a really bright green cast and push through? I'd still be here today either way, but I chose the latter and quickly found out who my Sherpas were, and they not only helped me survive, but they helped me thrive that semester. So when you think about these things, do any of you have moments of truth in your life like that? Maybe not painful ones, though I love the quote that says, suffering brings creativity. Do you realize that? If you've lost someone, you go to sleep and the next day when you wake up, you don't have any choice, but life is different. Creativity comes in and it's your choice of what that looks like. But what about other moments of truth? My senior year here at UWP, I had fulfilled the requirements on paper to work at the Children's Center, a dream of mine. But to my knowledge, there had never been a non-education major ever to work there. And I was told that there were no positions at the time. Shortly after, I received a call and was told that there was an early morning shift position open. A person had resigned, and if I wanted it, my name was on that line. I'm not an early riser, but you can bet I took that job. That was a moment of truth I will forever remember and be thankful for. So my question, are you aiming for the top of the mountain? Do you know what that looks like? Walking with so many young people and in my own life, I love to ask that question. What is that thing that you were made for? We hear lots of ideas about the American dream and perfect formulas on life for lower mountain peaks from those around us, not Sherpas. But what is this thing? Maybe an injustice of the world that doesn't just upset or disappoint you, but what is that topic when it comes up that something burns inside of you? That you're just not okay letting it be the way it is? For me, it's any time someone talks down to young people. Anytime someone tells someone that they can't do something, or they're not good enough, or you need to do this before, something inside of me just starts to burn. I mean, just look at the history books. It's not true. You can look at all sorts of world-changing stories about people in their teens and their 20s. In fact, the favorite part of my life was an opportunity I took in 2011 to join a group called Youth with a Mission. We impacted lives in Hawaii, the Philippines, and the world in ways beyond my wildest imagination. I went so far as to travel 2 hours by bus, 1 hour by motorbike, and a last hour of hiking to meet a tribe of people that had never seen a white person before. Their faces looked a lot like yours right now when I walked in. And it was amazing. We were able to learn from them, share our lives with them. We were able to prep for a group coming a few months later to put in a water storage unit, which was one of their biggest physical issues. They didn't have water the entire time in a year. And for all of you engineers out there, I want you to know that you have a head start. My dad once told me that an engineering degree, with it, you can do anything. And he was right. So don't settle for the lower peaks of the mountain. Find the burning passion and fan the flame, and don't settle. Speaking of settling, recently in a perspectives class I helped lead, we had a discussion about the paradigm shift between settlers and pioneers. It's a strong part of our history. And do you ever think about the difference? Settlers, pioneers. There's this neat introduction sheet they had. I want to read a segment. There are two visions of life, two kinds of people. The first see life as a possession that can carefully be guarded. They're settlers. The second kind see life as a wild, fantastic, explosive gift. They're pioneers. These two lives give rise to two different kinds of beliefs. A settler theology attempts to answer all the questions, housebreak some sort of supreme being, and maintain a status quo. A pioneer theology attempts to explore the strange gift of life. A man named Hudson Taylor is a great example of a pioneer. From England in the 1850s, he found his burning passion with a calling to move to China and serve the people there. On arrival, he found pioneers who had come earlier. However, their original passion had been snuffed out, and they tried to talk him into settling on the coast. They tempted him with comforts, good food, good beds, everything they could available. But his passion continued to burn, and he declined. Instead, he moved into the interior of the country, chose to dress like the natives, and even grew his hair out like local Chinese men. The settlers on the coast laughed at him and even tried to disgrace him. But in the end, his impact was multiple times greater than any of theirs. I like to think that Hudson Taylor would be a great fit for UW-Platteville training. He's a great example of pioneer spirit. So do you surround yourself with other pioneers, or at least keep in touch with them? To keep my passion burning, I meet with them. I read books about them. I try to surround myself with people who continue to challenge me. One of my recent favorite examples is a gentleman named Brother Andrew. Brother Andrew is 85 years old, and for the last 60 years, so count that, starting at 25, he has been following his burning passion and smuggling items into closed countries in Eastern Europe and beyond. So for 60 years, his life has been in danger daily, and he continues to do it at 85. He's a man who has seen the top of the mountain. When he was asked in an interview a few weeks ago if there was one thing in his life that he could change, what would it be? His answer? If I could live my life again, I would be a lot more radical. Sort of puts things in perspective for me. So today is a moment of truth. Yes, you are reaching the finish line, but there is so much of the journey ahead of you. Do you know what the mountaintop for you looks like? Be willing to say no to the comfort of the lower peaks that others may have settled on. There is so much more. And may you recognize those of us with pioneer spirit that have seen the top and know that we would sacrifice anything to help you reach it too. Thank you.
Thank you, Rael. I now ask that Andrew Score, President of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, come forward to present the alumni lifetime memberships.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the UW-Platteville Alumni Association, it is my pleasure and honor to congratulate the May 2014 graduates. I encourage you to stay connected to UW-Platteville after graduation and seek out opportunities to stay connected. Volunteer to serve on the Alumni Association Board of Directors or the College of EMS Alumni Chapter. Plan to attend an alumni event in your area and come back to campus for the EMS Expo, career fairs, homecoming, departmental golf outings, as speaker in a classroom, or other alumni activities. Proudly display your diploma at your place of work and stay connected through our social media sites or by keeping in contact with faculty and staff on campus. There are many ways to be active alumni. At each commencement, the Alumni Association recognizes select graduates by awarding them a lifetime membership, a value of $400. Recipients for this award have been involved on campus and in the community, have professional development experience, academic excellence, and their nominators feel strongly that they will continue to stay involved with the university and the Alumni Association after graduation. For this semester, we have selected 6 individuals as recipients. 1 is graduating this afternoon. Stephanie Kirchner, please stand. Stephanie majored in industrial engineering and is from Sussex, Wisconsin. Congratulations to Stephanie and to all the graduates here this afternoon. Thank you. Thank you, Maddie.
Thanks, Andrew. And now it's my pleasure to welcome the leader of this institution, Chancellor Dennis J. Shields, to the podium for his address.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right. Graduates, parents, faculty, honored guests. This is one of my favorite times of the year. This is my 17th event of this week. Banquets, award ceremonies, recognition dinners. It's a fabulous time to recognize our students, some of our faculty, and many of our staff. So welcome to these festivities. I'm privileged to be a part of these festivities. This is truly today a special occasion for all of us, but especially for the graduates, for it marks the close of a remarkable chapter as well as the beginning of another. Parents, faculty, honored guests, the presence of these graduates at the precipice of this accomplishment would not have been possible without your support and encouragement that you have provided them during their academic journey. Thank you for helping them, guiding them, and most of all, for believing in them. Your belief in them is the part of this journey they will never forget. Graduates, congratulations for all that you have accomplished. Now, the piece of advice I give whenever I'm asked for commencement speakers is I say to them, you can give a good speech, you can give a bad speech, but as long as it's a short speech, everyone will be happy. So, I'm going to try to follow my own advice. As you traveled through your educational experience here at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, you have likely thought about the opportunities that await you upon graduation. So I'd like to talk to you a little bit today about the concept of opportunity. A renowned author, Dr. Maxwell Maltz, asked, what is opportunity and when does it knock? And according to Maltz, it never knocks. You can wait a whole lifetime listening and hoping, and you will hear no knocking. Rather, he believes that you are the opportunity, and you must knock on the door leading to your destiny. In other words, opportunity isn't something that simply happens. Instead, you are the one in control of your own destiny. Your presence here today is a testament to this belief. When I was a sophomore in college, I decided that my dream would be to go to law school. And over the course of my undergraduate years, this was confirmed by learning more about the law and the lawyers who had a profound impact on our society. But I finished college, finished my co-op experience, went to work, settled in, got into the day-to-day, and lost track of pursuing my dream. A year into my work, I was in a car accident. Fortunately, I was not seriously injured. While I was recuperating, it came back to me that I had made no effort to pursue my dream. A few weeks later, I purchased the materials for the law school admissions test and began writing to law schools for their application materials. In the end, I was successful in gaining admission to law school and started on my journey that had led me to where I am today. The point is, that I had to knock on the door of opportunity. You see, opportunity is something you must create by first being self-aware and self-reflective, and then by acting. Just as I did by taking the first steps towards preparing for applying to law school. I realized it was my own inaction that was impeding my aspiration. So opportunity starts by understanding and valuing the impact we have on each other's lives. This sense of how you impact others is what moves you down your path. At this university, we've helped you on this journey by offering you the tools and resources needed for a high-quality education. And we prepared you with the academic skills needed to be successful in attaining your career and life goals. But I hope you also understood that in order to receive all that this university had to offer, you needed to fully and positively engage in the university experience. And that in order to create your own opportunity, each of you needed to believe that you could develop as an individual, that you could learn to achieve your personal ambitions, and hopefully learn how to effectively and positively contribute to the various communities of which you are and will be a member. I hope you came to this university with an open mind, embracing the idea that by meeting and engaging others different from yourself, you would grow in important other ways also. And perhaps in the process, even changing some of your previously held beliefs about yourselves and those around you. And through your studies here, you further created opportunity by developing your unique set of skills and understanding what it means to innovate, empower, and cultivate the talent surrounding you. Each of you have found your own way of doing this, which may have involved in participation in the PACE program, studying abroad, developing a senior project, competing in athletics, and generally pursuing academic excellence. By understanding that you are responsible for creating opportunity, you take ownership of it, and in so doing, you are creating your own circumstances for success. By taking ownership of opportunity, you are giving yourself the freedom to say yes to your dreams and enjoy making them come true. By taking ownership of opportunity, you understand how you can affect positive change among those in your life and community. And by taking ownership of opportunity, you have the confidence to knock on whatever door leads to your destiny. As you go forward and confidently knock on those doors, think always about empowering yourself and believe that your own voice and ideas matter, and you will continue to uncover your own ways of creating opportunity. In so doing, I know that you'll make every day a great day to be a pioneer. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. And now, will all of the individuals who are about to receive bachelor's and graduate degrees please stand? Chancellor Shields, as provost and as directed by the faculty, I certify that the individuals standing before you are candidates for the degrees of Master of Science in Engineering, Bachelor of Arts, or Bachelor of Science, and upon completion of the prescribed curricula, are entitled to receive degrees from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. I therefore recommend that these candidates be granted the appropriate diplomas for the curricula completed.
Upon this certification by the Provost and Vice Chancellor, and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree which you have earned, together with all the rights and privileges attending thereto. Congratulations.
You may be seated. As we begin the awarding of degrees, I ask that everyone show respect for the graduates and for those seated near to you. We know that this is an exciting time, and we expect some celebration. However, we ask that the celebration be respectful. All here are anxious to hear the name of their special graduate, so please refrain from excessive celebration or from using artificial noisemakers. Registrar David Kekafer will read the names of the candidates. At this time, I ask Dr. D. Joanne Wilson, Transition Dean of the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science, to come forward.
Okay. Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science from the College of Engineering Mathematics please stand? And Science, sorry. Did I forget the Science? Chancellor Shields and Provost Denherter, as Transition Dean of the College of Engineering Mathematics and Science, and on behalf of the faculty and staff of the college, I present to you the candidates of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science degrees from the College of Engineering Mathematics and Science. Candidates, please be seated except for the first row, and you can start coming up.
Logan Lee Brecklin. Robinson W. Flagg. Brian T. Majerus. Matthew J. Algren. Joel David Albin. Kyle E. Anderson. Alex P. Astley. Eric William Bach. Eric James Batke. Marcus J. Beard. Preston G. Baker. Nathan P. Bandy. Alex J. Beatty. Matt R. Becklin. Emily Rose Hurlmeyer. Neil S. Belanis. Brandon C. Bendel. Adam L. Baronic. Eric Bergman. Benjamin J. Beshta. Jared William Byro. Jordan Michael Biller. Matthew D. Blackman. Gordon E. Boren. Curtis Robert Borkovets. Jared A. Bradfish. Devin A. Brinks. Kyle S. Brooks. Kiara I. Burke. Jamie Lee Burleson. Jesse Dale Burnell. Crystal C. Burns. Nicholas S. Bushman. Emma Maria Campbell. Jeffrey Charles Carlton. Brent M. Karlovsky. Kelsey M. Kaya. Christopher M. Chipman. Ryan W. Klessman. Corey Robert Corson. Mitchell Allen Covert. Dylan Charles Crisp. Samuel M. Cross. Lucas Peter Daney. Jeannie K. Dahman. Taylor A. Dane. Grant D. Daniels. Gregory W. Danielson. Tyler Joseph Decker. Ryan T. DeFloren. Eric R. DeGroat. Corey Lauren Dewar. Clinton D. Dooms. Henry A. Duque Blanco. Aaron Victor Eicher. Matthew D. Eichstead. Scott J. Erickson. Sean M. Connor. Nicholas James Hadelberg. Tyler James Ross. Eric R. Reith. Derek R. Swartzlow. Derek J. Fahrenkrug. Benjamin Davis Farrell. Jorge J. Fino. Kira Cassidy Fitzgerald. Michael John Fox. Hallelujah! Curtis Justin Fricky. Maxwell L. Friedrichs. Nicholas P. George. Eric B. Ginder. Jared Ross Golke. David J. Golke. Jacob Edward Gregerson. Zachary Gruling. Scott R. Hallbrader. Joseph Casey Honegraph. Tyler C. Hansen. Charles E. Hardy. Gerald C. Harms. Kyle A. Hartman. Nathan Cody Helms. Joshua R. Hemble. Sean K. Henning. Dylan Francis Hyatt. Shane Earl Hicks. Brandon A. Hoffman. Alex Michael Hollister. Simon P. Hopman. Aaron L. Hobson. Charles Thomas Hubbard. Eric A. Hirth. Herman Patricio Ibecida Arancibia. Eric Peter England. Marcus Algernon Jackson. Timothy John Jocks. Carter J. Jasinski. Benjamin A. Jaworski. Jacob Michael Johansson. Kyle Alexander Johnson. Kyle M. Johnson. Matthew R. Jones. Caitlin M. Kelleher. Ken Canardi. Kyle R. Kent. Patrick J. Kesnick. Garrett M. Kipp. Stephanie Marie Kirchner. Andrew T. Kistner. Jason Adam Kleist. Matthew K. Kluberstans. Ross A. Kraszewski. Christopher Joseph Kuzak. Nathaniel John Larscheid. Kim M. Laufenberg. Tyler Thomas LeClaire. Joel N. Lee. Adam Patrick Lee. Kelsey V. Living. Joseph R. Limata. Kenton M. Lindquist. Jordan Scott Lizaway. Anthony David Mannion. Tyler Lee Martin. Ashley Ann Martin. Joseph B. Maslanka. Ryan L. Mayhus. Scott M. Meyer. Michael R. Middlestead. Nathan C. Mosier. Trevor J. Nash. Carrie F. Neibauer. Adam E. Niles. Travis M. Adeline. Jordan David Otto. Craig A. Parfuser. Jacob B. Hadley. Alex Aaron Passo. Michael K. Patterson. Jacob J. Patzner. 2A. Fon. Sean L. Petrie. Jacob Cruz Ramos. Jacob T. Renolette. Timothy Jacob Reski. Rick R. Romanesco. Jennifer Jane Rule. Christopher L. Sala. Luke C. Sander. Stephen J. Shem. Travis Paul Scherer. Dustin Allen Schmidt. Thomas Daniel Schmidt. Rebecca E. Schmidt. Kevin Alfred Schultz. Matthew T. Schwallenberg. Alexander M. Schwaller. Veronica Rose Schofield. Jonathan M. Sessler. Bradley J. Shinnick. Samantha Marie Seeger. Jerry P. Sigworth, Jr. Ethan Snodgrass. Chaz N. Spangenberg. Adam M. Stazak. Chad A. Stager. Aaron A. Strand. Nicholas M. Strub. Joshua T. Terrell. Logan J. Team. Mandy Nicole Timmers. Nathan Andrew Tollefson. Joseph Tomazak. Aaron P. Treffs. James A. Eaker. Kurt J. Vanderwerf. Stephen Harold Vandezand. Chu Bang. Blake S. Walduck. Hunter A. Waldschmidt. Michael J. Walrath. Nicholas W. Weborg. James J. Weiner. Melissa Marie Weller. Joshua Paul West. Michael James Wills. Michael Krishan Wilson. Samantha Marie Winkers. Michael A. Whipperforth. Daniel T. Wisniewski. Ryan M. Worster. Evan Michael Young. Jacob W. Zander. Mitchell J. Ziegler. Neil Robert Zielinski. Charles Harold Zingzheim.
I'm having a costume malfunction up here. I now ask the candidates for the degrees of Master of Science and Master of Science in Education to please stand. And at this time, I ask Dr. Dominic Bearclaw, Director of the School of Graduate Studies, to come forward.
Chancellor Shields and Provost Den Herter, as Director of the School of Graduate Studies, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Master of Science and Master of Science in Education. Candidates, would you please come forward to receive your headstone?
Samuel A.C. Bunton. Nathan Elliott Carey. Jared L. Newton. Derek A. Putz. Gregory J. Salins. Dill Silva. Todd Lawrence Thorns.
Putting together this ceremony takes considerable work, and much of it is behind the scenes. I'd like to take this time to thank the following people: the senior staff, some of whom are seated here on stage, the commencement committee, led by Richard Buckup, commencement marshal Clyde Holverson, senior instrument specialist in the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science, registrar David Kiecafer, who read the names, student ambassadors who served as ushers, musicians, including singer Amanda Cezeda and the UW-Platteville Symphonic Wind Ensemble, conducted by Matthew Gregg, media service and conference services. I'd ask that all those just mentioned to please rise and be recognized by the audience today. Sitting in the front of the stage is a group of people who have taught and advised and done so much more for the graduates. Would the UW-Platteville faculty and staff please stand, turn to the graduates so that they might honor you. And none of this would have been possible without this very last group, who has helped our graduates throughout their college careers and indeed throughout their entire lives. Would the family and friends of the 2014 graduates please stand and be recognized by the graduates? I think I saw a few parents out there doing a dance. All right, now please turn to page 60 of your commencement program for their alma mater, led again by Amanda Cezeda.
Alma mater, grand and glorious, we shall ever be victorious. Lord, I read to you, dear Platteville, pioneers there will be. We shall win her honor. Praise be ever on her. Onward, onward to the front. None shall falter evermore. Alma mater, grand and glorious, wrought by loyalty.
Please be seated. The commencement ceremonies have been videotaped and are available via streaming on the campus webpage. They will also be shown locally on TV5 beginning at 5 o'clock tomorrow night. I ask that you please remain seated until the faculty has left the gymnasium. The graduates will remain to greet parents, relatives, and friends. Once again, congratulations to the University of Wisconsin-Platteville graduating class of 2014.